Welcome, seekers of symbiotic power. I am Wisecrack, your guide through the shadows. Today we unveil the forbidden secrets of the symbiote realm, as we dive into a countdown like no other. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to reveal the top 10 most powerful symbiotes that have ever existed. Starting off with our number 1, and arguably the strongest in our list, prepare to meet the unrivaled symbiotic heavyweight. No, the mighty god of symbiotes. With ancient origins and undeniable cosmic prowess, Null stands as the formidable creator of the symbiote species. Connected to the cosmic void beyond dimensions, he commands the primordial darkness with unparalleled mastery, harnessing it as a symbiotic entity or forging it into cosmic weapons of unimaginable power. Null has further augmented his might by harnessing the cosmic energies of fallen celestials. This amplification transforms him into a massive universal threat as he sets his sights on returning all existence to the very oblivion from which he arose. Good luck finding a cosmic exterminator for that. And as the father of the entire symbiote lineage, Null holds absolute dominion over all existing symbiotes, effortlessly controlling and commanding their actions. Furthermore, fueled by the cosmic energies of a fallen celestial, his might reaches astronomical levels. Null's insatiable desire to return everything to oblivion poses an unprecedented threat to the very fabric of the universe. From controlling an entire symbiotic army to forging cosmic darkness into devastating weaponry, this dude takes on power to a whole new level. Flying into our number 2, we have Grendel. Get ready to witness the most absurd yet undeniably powerful symbiote creature, Grendel, the giant symbiote dragon. Yeah, you heard that right, a dragon made out of slimy symbiotic goodness. Someone must have played way too much Dungeons & Dragons with Null, because this beast has spent centuries wreaking havoc across the universe, giving gods and mortals a run for their money. I mean, who needs a knight in shining armor when you've got a slimy dragon with an attitude? But believe it or not, Grendel's illustrious career of chaos was temporarily put on ice by none other than Thor himself. Yep, the mighty thunder god managed to trap the colossal creature in a glacier like it was a popsicle. Talk about a brain freeze. But thanks to the events leading up to the King in Black, Grendel has busted out of his icy prison, ready to leave its slimy mark on the universe once again. Swinging into our number 3 spot, get ready to meet the ultimate slimy superstar, Venom, the OG symbiote sensation. This guy has done it all, from being a hero to playing the villain and everything in between. Talk about versatility. Venom is like that friend who can't make up their mind but always keeps you entertained. But here's the twist, Venom is more than just a slimy alien parasite. Over time, he has evolved into a sympathetic character seeking acceptance and partnership. It's like Venom went to therapy and came back with a whole new outlook on life. But when it comes to bonding, Venom's strongest connection is with Eddie Brock, the guy usually featured in the films. They have a unique relationship where they openly communicate and treat each other just like regular people. It's like a symbiotic bromance. But here's the kicker, Venom is the only Earth-based symbiote that hails from another world. It's got its smarts, maturity, and experience to prove it. With a multitude of hosts under its slimy belt, Venom keeps adapting and evolving, constantly refining its tactics for maximum results. Now we move on to our number 4, Carnage. Get ready to meet the wildest and wackiest symbiote of them all, the chaos-loving troublemaker, Carnage. With the taste for destruction, this slimy creature is the epitome of ruthlessness and danger, and it's all thanks to its first host, the one and only Cletus Cassidy, a serial killer extraordinaire. Talk about a match made in villainous heaven. Now, technically speaking, Carnage is stronger than Venom, because each generation of symbiotes genetically improves upon the last, and this slimy troublemaker has taken full advantage of that evolutionary boost. But despite the immense power, Carnage has a glaring weakness. Yup, you guessed it, it's the old brain power deficit. This guy can be outsmarted and manipulated faster than you can say symbiotic shenanigans, and it's like the chaos-loving symbiote got stuck with a not-so-bright bulb in the host department. But don't let that fool you. Carnage is some seriously funky tricks up his slimy sleeves, and it can condense himself into a subatomic state, which is kinda like the symbiotic equivalent of doing a magic trick at a kid's party. And if that's not enough, it can even infect multiple hosts at once, like a symbiotic buffet. One time, he even went all out and absorbed an entire town, citizens and all. Talk about a wild party. For our number 5 spot, get ready to meet the awkward offspring of symbiote family drama, Toxin, the misfit symbiote caught in the middle of a grandparent-parent rivalry. You see, Carnage, being the villainous grandparent, got all worked up when it learned about Toxin's existence. Afraid of a potential stronger symbiote stealing the spotlight, Carnage wanted to put an end to Toxin before his story even began. On the other hand, Venom, a well-intentioned parent figure, saw an opportunity to create another alien-empowered hero and decided to take Toxin under his slimy wing. But things quickly spiraled out of control when Toxin bonded with the first host, Patrick Mulligan, an NYPD officer who had no idea what he was signing up for. Suddenly, Mulligan found himself smack in the middle of a wild alien feud, and let's just say it didn't bode well for his personal life. The poor guy ended up abandoning his wife and infant child faster than you could say alien invasion. The hilarious twist being, Toxin, as the 1,000th member of the symbiote lineage, was supposed to be the creme de la creme, surpassing both Venom and Carnage in abilities. But alas, the symbiote and its host were a couple of greenhorns in the superhero game. Their inexperience held them back from achieving their full potential, leaving them in a perpetual state of almost greatness. Talk about a symbiotic struggle. Rolling into our number 6, hold on to your symbiotic hats because we've got a wild roller coaster ride with Eddie Brock, master of symbiotic makeovers. First, he rocked the black suit as Venom, then things got a little negative when he crossed paths with Mr. Negative, resulting in a twisted fusion of alien remnants and Eddie's bloodstream. Say hello to the negative symbiote and its alter ego, Anti-Venom. Now here's where things get hilarious. Anti-Venom came with a whole new set of abilities that caught everybody off guard. Forget about swinging through buildings and shooting webs, Anti-Venom had a new gig as the ultimate healer. That's right, the slimy superhero could miraculously heal wounds and even cure diseases. Move over, Doctor Strange, we've got a symbiotic medic in town. And the best part, Anti-Venom had no consciousness of its own, meaning Eddie Brock got to be the boss, calling all the shots and doing his superhero thing while rocking a white symbiote suit. But wait, the symbiotic shenanigans didn't stop there. When Flash Thompson, the former Agent Venom, entered the scene, things got even crazier. With both Eddie and Flash vying for the symbiote's attention, it tried to split itself between them. It was like a symbiotic love triangle, but instead of tears, we got a mind-bending transformation. Flash's exposure to the remnants of the negative symbiote turned him into a replica of the white symbiote, giving birth to the one and only Agent Anti-Venom. Talk about a weird family tree. Get ready to scream with laughter because we've got a symbiotic tale that's equal parts unpredictable as it is downright wacky. Meet Scream, the oddball Life Foundation symbiote who refused to play by the rules. While its symbiote buddies formed a composite entity called Hybrid, Scream was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. But here's where things get hilarious. Scream bonded with its host Donna Diego, embarked on a solo adventure that was anything but predictable, and picture this, a combination of Donna's psyche and the symbiote's immaturity level. Let's just say, Scream became the embodiment of unpredictability. It was like a symbiotic roller coaster ride with twists and turns you never saw coming. Who needs a steady plan when you can be erratic and have a blast? But wait, the symbiotic shenanigans didn't stop there. When Eddie Brock, the infamous Venom, got involved and accidentally took out Donna, Scream didn't let that stop the party. it continued to operate, still rocking Donna's animated corpse. Talk about making the most out of a sticky situation. Eventually though, Scream had to move on and found a new host in Andy Benton, the former Mania. It's like a symbiotic game of musical chairs with hosts swapping left and right. We're tipping the scales with number 8. Hold on to your symbiotic hats because we're diving into a tangled web of symbiotic chaos. Eddie Brock was captured by the Life Foundation and forcibly separated from his beloved symbiote so that they could remove 5 gestating spawns from the alien entity. Say hello to Riot, Phage, Lasher, Agony, and Scream. Now here's where it gets hilariously complicated. Scream, being the rebel he is, managed to escape with his host Donna Diego, leaving the other 4 symbiotes to their fate. They were eventually merged into the big blob of symbiotic confusion called Hybrid. Now imagine 4 distinct consciousnesses trying to share the same slimy space. It's like a symbiotic party gone wild. But hold on to your laughter because it gets even more bonkers. Hybrid decided it wasn't done with the chaos and founded a new host in prison guard Scott Washington. Talk about an identity crisis. With Scott's own personality struggling to maintain control amidst the symbiotic amalgamation, it's like a battle of the egos inside of one gooey package. Hold on to your web shooters for number 9. Get ready for a symbiotic tale that's equal parts horrifying and hilariously high-tech. Introducing Scorn, the second spawn of Carnage, who left a lasting impression on Dr. Tanis Neves, and not in a good way. You see, Scorn was like the worst parting gift ever after a traumatizing ordeal with its parents. When the Carnage symbiote got separated from its notorious host, serial killer Cletus Cassidy, things took a bizarre turn. It was lobotomized and turned into some advanced prosthetic experiment. But hold on, it gets even wilder. Dr. Neves, missing an arm, ends up with Scorn as her symbiotic replacement. It's like a twisted game of musical chairs but with alien biology and cybernetic limbs. But here's where it gets hilariously high-tech. As a symbiote born from a wild mix of alien biology and Earth's finest technology, Scorn can do more than just slimy stuff. It's got the power to interface with computer systems, absorbing and adapting all forms of cybernetic enhancements and weaponry. Talk about a symbiotic upgrade. Coming in with our last but not least spot, number 10, Mania, the not-so-symbiotic symbiote entity. It all started when a piece of the Venom symbiote got severed in battle. You know what they say, when life gives you severed symbiote, make a clone out of it. So that's exactly what the mysterious Ararat Corporation did. They collected the fragment and used it to create a clone of the original. Talk about some mad science gone slimy. But here's where it gets hilariously chaotic. The Venom clone went on a rampage, terrorizing the corporation's facility and taking out scientists left and right. It's like a symbiotic rebellion against the lab coats. Eventually, the clone was reabsorbed by the original Venom, but that's not the end of our story. Enter Andy Benton, your typical high schooler caught up in the symbiotic shenanigans. As a clone of the original, the newly named Mania symbiote possesses all of the abilities of Venom, but with a twist. It's like Venom Light, with a side of extra difficulty to control. Imagine trying to handle a slimy entity, alien, while dealing with high school, drama, and its symbiotic recipe for hilarious chaos. And there you have it for the top 10 most powerful symbiotes that ever existed. Was there a symbiote that you wanted to be on this list that was not? Or a symbiote that was on the list that you thought shouldn't have been on the list? Let us know in the comments section. Give us a like to show us how much you enjoyed the video. And subscribe if you would like to see more videos just like this one. Thank you. See y'all in the next one, here with True Power Comics.